And the very now popular one is the issue of power. And the president said himself, he cannot, if I cannot give you power in 4 years, don't vote for me. When I come to you after 4 years, do not vote for me. And
are you sure that the president said that? Because
did you get on tape? I don't know if my producer
let the people show it, because let the people show it, because I am not aware that the president said that. I have seen headlines of some people saying that he said that. I'm not aware that he said that. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, I can share the video with you if my producers get it ready.
By all means necessary, you must have electricity, and you will not pay for estimated bill anymore. A promise made will be a promise kept. If I can't keep the promise and I come back for second term, don't vote for me. That's the truth. Unless I give you adequate reasons why I couldn't deliver.
The president said this was before the election, and the question we'll be asking is that if by that judgment, should anybody look in the direction of APC or President Tinubu? Of security that you mentioned, that those who say, yes, there are gains that are being made, but yet people are still being killed.
Yes,
this is what
because security is not.
Can
I respond to that? Security does not improve overnight. It improves over time.
You saw what happened in Benue.
Yes, it improves over time.
You know what?
There was one incident
in Katsina, in Sokoto.
There was one incident in Benue, and there were several little incidents before that. But what was happening 10 years ago? Remember, on Christmas Day, there were multiple attacks, and then the president will ask the Inspector General of Police to go there. The Inspector General of Police would not even obey the president. The president went there and was weeping, and then he came back, and the same thing kept on happening and happening. We are not seeing that now. We are seeing that we are having effective security applications now. Things are getting better, but they are not going to get better overnight. It's going to get better over time.
And it's going to take more than 3 years to resolve.
Of course, obviously. Look, it can only take you one try to jump into a ditch. But to jump out of that ditch, it might take you 100 attempts.
So let's go quickly to the issue of power.
Okay.
The president said, if I don't provide it, don't vote for him, don't re-elect me.
Now, I'm going to say this now. I haven't seen that, but let me just say, because I have confidence in you, so let me take your word as true. But I'm going to tell you something there. When he said that maybe he was contesting, maybe he wasn't in government, so he didn't know what was in government. I was in government under President Jonathan. The Nigerian power industry or power sector has been privatized. So there is very little a president can do. The only part that has not been privatized, and it must be privatized if you go by the roadmap to power sector reforms, is the transmission. So if a president comes in, if a presidential candidate comes and says that, okay, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, he is limited by what he can do.
So you are saying Nigeria should forgive the president for saying what he knows he cannot do?
First and foremost, I